Hey, you seen this? You know, black's my favorite color. My wardrobe is 90% all black, but my son's Lego crazy. And look, he made me an all black little figure, and now it's on my desk. For the Lego fans, you might like that. Reminds me of a little Darth Vader. Anyway. In today's video, excuse me. Oh, I hope you don't hear that. I'm not broke it. I'm going to do a quick markup. I'm going to go over a trade strategy. I'm going to go over trades that we've taken today. It is Friday, the 15th of August. And it's been a tricky week on the NQ, but I just want to go over a couple of trades and how I would have marked this down, top-down analysis, so you can understand how we got into the trade. And today there was probably about 4 or 5 trade setups on the 5-minute term time frame at a higher term time frame level. So let's jump over the charts and let's have a look what we're looking for, how we will go top down, and then obviously you can take this strategy into next week and hopefully make some profits with that. So firstly, I want to start on the 4-hour term time frame, and this is on the NQ. You know that I trade NQ futures now. If you've been with me for a long time and you've just come back, you may be thinking, well, he traded crypto and Bitcoin for like 3 years. Now it's futures. It's a lot easier for the community. A lot of people are getting funded, which is great. People got some payouts this week. They've got payouts next week and the week after. And some people have only been trading for 20 weeks, which is absolutely amazing. So well done to everybody in the 10 Wealth Group community. But what I want to show you today is what I look for from a blank chart when I come to the charts in the morning, and then where I'm going to get my levels, and am I going to just target a higher term time frame level to trade from? If we don't get to that, can I find something in between? But for you, this one, you're very, very lucky. We came up to a higher term time frame level zone, and then we could look for opportunities to obviously look to short the market. I do prefer short majority of the time. It's just something, it fits with my personality, maybe a little bit risky, maybe contrarian, but I do like shorts a lot of the time, but I can catch both directions. So as you can see on your chart at the moment, we've got a 4-hour term time frame, and this is the NQ moving up after having a great bounce on last Monday morning, and we've moved up and had all the week 6-7 days in the green by the time that I make this video. I believe that we've only ever had 8 or 9 in the history of NQ, so I imagine next week we're going to get some red days. But what you can see on the 4-hour term time frame is a very, very simple zone that we've been waiting for, from this low all the way into here, okay? And it's a zone that you're looking at, okay? Let's take the magnet up, okay? So zone, you had this move down here, you had some floor on the 9th, the Friday, the 19th of June. We lost that. We did retest that on the 1st of August, and we've not returned to that level since. And now we are back at that level today. Now, we did have highs, as we know, around about the 19,700, but we didn't quite get in there. But this is going to be a zone that you're looking at. And why is that? Well, you can see that we tried to break above and we couldn't. And then as you see just here, I'm going to get this line just here. You can see that, and I'm going to make that red for you just for today. You can see that we tried to get above, then we tried to come back down, and we held this, and then we lost that with some big selling pressure. So that red line is important as of today. So what we're looking at, because that's going to possibly be a floor if we move back to the downside. Not only that, if you have a look very, very closely, we then had the 2 candles, and I'm going to put this into just my normal color because I don't like too many colors. And you can see now that we had big level around about 19,650, around about that zone, and then a trap zone which is around about 19,500, which is a psychological level. And if you look left, you can see that we had this data here. So now I'm going to get rid of that gray zone, and now I know what levels I'm looking for a potential move to the upside. And of course, we have the highs here with maybe a potential SFP, and we'll change that to a darker level. Okay, so now that I know that I have that levels before we come up to here, I then go down to the 5-minute term time frame, and I start to have a look what's happening in that level. Okay, so what we had yesterday was on Top Step TV, we had a nice long from here. If you watch Top Step TV probably last night, which would have been the 14th of August, 15th of August, you would have seen that quick sniper trade before the close. And then overnight in the Asia session, we continue to move up. Now, in the London session in the morning, what I'm looking for is, are we going to get some type of reversal? Because we've been moving up and moving up and moving up all week. We've not really had much of an opportunity, except for I think Wednesday we had a possibility and we did short the market. So I was looking at this 19,700 as a level. But because I had the 19,600, because I know that was an important level, because remember, that's where the candle closed from the 1st of August, I was then starting to have a look what would happen if we came below that. Now, this morning, the first one was very, very simple. Because we'd moved so high, this was the riskier trade. We broke a base just here. I'm going to make that in a nice red for you at the moment so you can see. The minute that we break the base, you can see just here, okay, I'm then looking for a retest of that base. And you can see just here, there's my retest of the base. That was my first entry short today. I told everybody in the community, this is where I'm looking to short. But if you're wanting then the higher probability level, you're going to wait for these highs to be broken, as you can see just here. And then you're going to have a stop hunt and a retest. And what I liked was a Fibonacci from the last local high on the 5-minute to the local low. And you can see that we got a perfect, absolute perfect stop hunt and then a continuation to the downside, which gave us a 8R if you put your stops above that level. Then we come down to, remember the red line that I did at the beginning. We came down to that level. Now we did drop straight through that to trap the bears. Now, what happens after that is the same sort of pattern of what I look for every single time in the charts, looking for a break. We have this 5-minute zone here, which we then break above. You can see we break above here. Let me get my path. We break above this consolidation just here. And we have a tiny retest just there to move to the upside. That's your riskier trade. But your less riskier trade, he's waiting for a bigger move to the upside. As you can see just here, we continue. Then we come back down into here and then we get our move. If you have a look again, what do we see? We see a perfect Fibonacci level retest. That is 2 from 2 just today. And this move then comes all the way down. And then this move comes all the way to the upside, as you can see here. Now, not only that, if you want to then wait until we get above the red line and hold the red line, it's no coincidence, my friends, that from these lows to these highs, we get another Fibonacci retest in this zone. So there's your 3 from 3. Then we come all the way back up to the initial level that gave us resistance just before, obviously, New York and the week starts to end. What do we then have again? We then get another bearish break. And then what do we get? We then get another Fibonacci level for a beautiful move to the downside. So this all comes because we're at a major level on the higher term time frame, and then I go down to the look for the lower term time frame to see if the sellers are coming into the market at significant levels, and then we execute the trades and we wait by using our Fibonacci and breaks and retest on the 5-minute term time frame. That is a very, very simple way of how to trade. I know it's not simple to the new trader, but don't overcomplicate it. We rinse and repeat. We hunt our setups. I master the setup. I know this setup like the back of my hand. That's how I trade. That's how I trade the community. And if you are struggling, make sure you hit the link below, book a call with me and know how to trade the markets. I'll see you soon.